Okay, so we're over here in America, North America. We're right here. And this comes from way over in this area over here. See how far away that is? You have to cross the whole ocean and another sea. Wow. All right, so listen carefully. Eyes up there, ears up there.
The demon was encased in a full suit of armor, wielding a sword in each of his 4 arms. He was 10 feet tall and had horns spouting from his forehead. His eyes glowed green, and the ground turned black wherever he walked. Rostam was amazed at the white demon's power, but nonetheless sprang into combat. He laid the first blow, piercing the white demon's armor and thrusting a dagger into his leg. This wound barely made the demon flinch as he came barreling at Rostam with all his force. The 2 warriors locked in combat, fighting with all their might. In the end, Rostam grasped the demon by the neck and plunged a dagger into its heart. The white demon let out a roar that shook the countryside and then withered away into dust.
Later, the king called for his daughter. She was the most beautiful princess the world had ever seen. Her face was like the moon, and she was dressed in jewels and pretty dresses. The princess asked her father about the visitor, Zhao. King Mehrab told her how wonderful he was. You'll see no other horseman to compare with Zhao. He has no equal anywhere. We brought you guys
A palace.
some palaces to color in. And since so many of you like the wedding part, imagine you had the chance to turn the palace into a paradise. And you could make it as pretty as you wanted, and it could have lots of weapons in it, or lots of jewels in it, or horses, or camels, anything you want. Camel, huh? Like swords. That's the kind of weapons they used. They didn't have guns. Swords.
So I'm here now with Valerie the librarian, who has sacrificed her library for us on so many occasions. I just have one very quick question for you. How beneficial do you feel this program has been for your students, both in terms of promoting literacy and providing them with a good college role model?
First, I didn't sacrifice. I shared my library. I'm happy to share it for anything that promotes reading. And I think that the college students were phenomenal role models for the children to see how they're reading for classes and then retelling the stories, taking a large text and showing them how fascinating the stories are, and role models in that to come into a school and to willingly participate just out of the love of your books.
¿Cómo se dice horse en español? You don't know? Caballo. Very good. Can everyone say that?
Caballo.
Caballo. So who has a horse as a pet?
Me.
You have a horse as a pet?
No, you don't. Only people that play.
No? Oh yeah?
Cowboys.
Horses would be pretty big pets. You want to keep them in your house.
We keep them in the back.
Who wants your horse to sleep in your bed with you? Yeah?
Ew, that would be disgusting. Hey, right there.
Now look what we have here. What animal is this?
Elephant. Elephant.
Los elefantes escuchan con sus grandes orejas.
Elephant.
Big ear flaps. How big are elephants' ears?
Huge.
Huge.
I mean, so big.
Do you think you guys are as tall as elephants?
No. They're very tall.
Am I as tall as an elephant?
No.
No? Is this room as tall as an elephant?
No. That's too big.
You think it's too big? Approximate the size of an elephant for me. Yes.
It's gonna be all of us combined.
All of us together, standing up? Or like hugging?
Like half of us.
Oh, yeah, that's gross.
No
Hugging is just
standing
so
up,
gross.
everybody.
Young kids who read, that's different than the teacher who's reading.
Mm-hmm.
That's very different. So, I mean, there's somebody who's hip and young and cool, and they're
Exactly.
reading books, and they're talking about them, and they're making them fascinating. Left half. He was good in midfield.
Or we attack one side and the other side. So basically, there's one team and there's another team, and you guys try to make a goal, because every single team has a net, so there's 2 nets, and you try to make the kick a soccer ball inside the net of the opposite team. So for every goal you shoot in, that's a point. And soccer is to make a goal, it's very, very hard. So that's soccer, and you have 1 ball for 22 people on the field, and there's different positions, and everyone plays different things. Like there's 2 goalies, 1 goalie for one team and 1 goalie for another team. So that's basically soccer in simple terms.
Did you get that, Ariana? And you know what? There are teams for people as small as yourself to be able to learn how to play.
18, 19.
No, you don't have to be 18, 19. There's teams for little people like you. 1-year-olds, no.
2,
No, don't be
5-year-old.
ridiculous.
Five.
Probably starts at 5.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Even when today I had another one of the students come in, they were very saddened that it was all ending. So you know what an impact it had on them when you see that they don't want it to end, when they want more of it, and they wanted more. They would have gladly hosted more of the college students and had more stories. They are in desperate need to have someone who reads to them and talks to them about things like this. They don't have enough of it. And so it's just success, success, success.